this video, we're going to talk about how to solve equations involving absolute value. First, I'm going to quickly review what absolute value is. Remember that absolute value means a number's distance from 0 on a number line. So for example, I have my number line here, and I want the absolute value of 3. So I want to know how far is 3 from 0. 1, 2, 3. So the absolute value of 3 is 3. Well, what if I look at the absolute value of negative 3? Again, I would want the distance from 0, 1, 2, 3. The absolute value of negative 3 is also 3. Because absolute value is distance, that means the absolute value has to equal a non-negative number, meaning it can equal 0 or a positive number. So the absolute value of negative 3 is positive 3. The absolute value of positive 3 is still positive 3 because they are both 3 units away from 0 on a number line. So for this equation, we have the absolute value of the expression 4x minus 8 is equal to 20. So what that means is this expression 4x minus 8 is 20 units away from 0 on a number line. So if I have my number line here, and I'm at 0 on my number line, and I know that 4x minus 8 is 20 units away from 0. I don't know which direction, but I know that's 20 units away. So if I'm here and I go 20 units this way, 4x minus 8 is 20 units away from 0. That would be at positive 20. But I didn't have to go to the right from 0. I also could have gone to the left from 0. So I could go from 0 and go 20 units this way. And so I have 4x minus 8 over here as well, also at negative 20. So because of this, we have two cases with absolute value equations. We have case 1 is that the expression inside the absolute value bar, so 4x minus 8, equals 20. Case 2 is that the expression inside the absolute value bar, 4x minus 8, equals the opposite of that, so that would be negative 20. I'm going to go back to this case 1 equation now. We have 4x minus 8 equals 20. Our next step would be to add 8. So 4x is equal to 28. Then we would divide by 4 and get x equals 7. It is always important to check your answers, especially when we are dealing with absolute value, because you could have what's called an extraneous solution. When we check, we plug it back into the original equation with those absolute value bars, not necessarily in our case 1 and case 2. So I'm going to have the absolute value of 4 times 7 minus 8 is equal to 20. Well, I know 4 times 7 is 28. 28 minus 8 would be the absolute value of 20 is equal to 20, which is a true statement. So I know that x does equal 7. That's one of our solutions. Now we go to case 2 to find the other one. Again, we would have to start by adding 8. So 4x is equal to negative 12. When I add 8 here, divide by 4, we get x equals negative 3. We plug this back into that original equation. So the absolute value of 4 times negative 3 minus 8 equals 20. 4 times negative 3 is negative 12. Negative 12 minus 8 is negative 20. So the absolute value of negative 20 is equal to 20. Yes, that is a true statement. So this equation has two solutions. X can equal 7 and x can equal negative 3. Our next equation we have is 2 times the absolute value of the quantity, a plus 3, minus 5 equals 15. In order to solve absolute value equations, you have to isolate the absolute value bars first. So in this case, I can't have this 2 on the outside or this minus 5. So I need to use inverse operations to cancel those out and move them to the other side. I would start with this minus 5. To move that to the other side, I would add 5. So I get 2 times the absolute value of a plus 3 is equal to 20. A lot of times students here want to distribute this 2 into those absolute value bars. We can't distribute the 2 into the absolute value bars. So remember that this would be 2 times the absolute value. So to undo multiplying by 2, we divide by 2. We have the absolute value of a plus 3 is equal to 10. So the distance from 0 between a plus 3, or I'm sorry, yes, the distance from 0 for this expression a plus 3 is 10. Remember that from 0, we can go either direction. We can go towards the positive numbers or the negative numbers. So that means that case 1, if I move to the right from 0, a plus 3 would equal positive 10 because 10 has an absolute value of 10. Case 2 would be if I move to the left from 0, a plus 3 would be negative 10 because negative 10 also has an absolute value of 10. If I go back to case 1, a plus 3 equals 10. If I subtract 3, I get a equals 7. I plug that back into the original equation to check it. So I'd have 2 times the absolute value of 7 plus 3 minus 5 equals 15. When we're doing order of operations, absolute value bars would be at the top with any grouping symbols. So I do inside the absolute value bars first. So 2 times the absolute value of 7 plus 3 is 10, minus 5 equals 15. Then you have to actually find the absolute value of that number. So the absolute value of 10 is 10. So 2 times 10 minus 5 is 15. 2 times 10 is 20. 20 minus 5 is 15. So 15 does equal 15. So A can equal 7. Case 2, A plus 3 equals negative 10. So if I subtract 3, A equals negative 13. We always check our solutions by plugging into the original equation. So 2 times the absolute value of negative 13 plus 3 minus 5 is equal to 15. We start inside the absolute value bars. So 2 times the absolute value, negative 13 plus 3 is negative 10, minus 5 equals 15. We have to find the absolute value now of that number. So the absolute value of negative 10 is 10. So 2 times 10 minus 15, or 2 times 10 minus 5 equals 15. 2 times 10 is 20. 20 minus 5 is 15. So 15 equals 15. So A equals negative 13. Again, we have 2 solutions for this equation. Our new equation we're going to solve is the absolute value of 5x minus 7 plus 8 equals 2. Remember that before we solve absolute value bar equations or equations involving absolute value, we have to isolate those absolute value bars. So that means I have to get rid of this plus 8. I'm going to subtract 8 on each side of that equation. So I have the absolute value of 5x minus 7 equals negative 6. Remember that absolute value is a number's distance from 0. So the distance from 0 for 5x minus 7 is negative 6 units. Remember that distance can't be negative. I can't go drive negative 6 miles down the road. Absolute value always has to equal a non-negative number, meaning 0 or a positive number. So this expression can never be true. Absolute value can never equal negative 6. So this would be a no solution situation. There is nothing we plug in for x because this expression can never have an absolute value of negative 6. A lot of times students here start asking me, they're like, but wait, we just did case 1 and case 2 where that case 2 equaled a negative number. When we set up case 2, we're talking about the expression inside the absolute value bars, not the actual absolute value of that expression. So it's when the absolute value equals a negative number that we can't have that because a number's distance from 0 can never be negative.